on Sunday. And I apologize. Things be wired different. You know, sometimes you can be on, sometimes you can't range. All depends. So if I don't see nobody on here the next 20, 30 minutes, entertainment, sports, music, politics, Republican debate, you already know Trump's going to win that mess. He's going to beat Biden. That's a wrap. If you want to talk sports with James Harden going to the Clippers, yeah, you know how that's going. Just like LeBron James and the Lakers, you know how that's going. Tore it up. Really understood what New Day represents musically because, Texas won the World Series. I don't know if well, Ted, I know you got some Q in there, so feel free to throw them on. Us, so let's chop it, whatever you want to talk about. I know you got thoughts and takes about LeBron crying, that whole thing. As a Miami Heat fan, I'm like, he need to shut up. He wasn't going to be considered the same player if he don't play for Miami. He done had some fallout with D-Wade. I know he hates Pat Riley. They never respected Coach Spo. And I don't know about Mickey Austin getting their butt handed to him on the platter because they got their door now blew up by Houston. Got Dylan Brooks out here howling in the streets like he done something. So I'm like, and I don't think Davis don't play. They fit to be had. They don't have enough off him. Surprised. Stephen A. too. This is what I like about you. Got good questions. Heat fan, Heat culture. I got to say prime D-Wade. I'm going to tell you a few reasons why. I thought Reggie did one thing right. He could drop that rock, score, go off. We get to this Jordan, Kobe, D-Wade, Jordan, D-Wade, Kobe thing. Obviously, Jordan be number 1, 2 guard, but that is what solidified. I don't think Reggie could touch what D-Wade could do when he was Flash. Because he led the league in scoring for one thing. Reggie wasn't that kind of scorer. And he had a better 3-ball than D-Wade. So imagine D-Wade but I thought he was a better defender than Kobe. And I seen him take over games. Reggie got big, but Reggie, to me, Reggie would have shined bright had they beat the Bulls in 98, Game 7. Couldn't the rebounds, couldn't do it. Do you know, what was it, 2012? What was it, 2012? Was that playoff series when Frank Vogel was coaching the Pacers? And they were more worried about D-Wade than they were about LeBron. So this was like 6, 7 years past the Flash era, really. So I heat you up. But D-Wade was on another level. I mean, he took over, and I seen him go a different route with not as much to surrounds, when I think about it. I think D-Wade doesn't get enough due for that. So, but that's a great question. I like when you ask me questions like that because even though I'm big on D-Wade as a basketball player, I give him credit too, but I think D-Wade got him beat. I think he got him beat. So, yeah, keep on. I like that. That's a good question. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a D-Wade had to play with Mark Jackson and Rick Smith. You can put D-Wade in there. They probably win. They probably beat the Bulls if you're going to go like that. Because I think D-Wade had a little more going for him. I just do. I think he's underrated. I think D-Wade is one of the most underrated players ever. Because I think that people trip on him personally so much and all that stuff that's going on. But his game, aside from the 3-ball, he was ridiculous in his prime. And he was ridiculous. Just drinking some of this water. But he was off the charts. So yeah. But I do like Reggie though. I like Reggie. I give him his respect. He was tough. Because to be basically do one thing right like he did, to come off those curls and score, he was tough. He was tough. I still remember that New York Knicks playoff game. He had all that game 6 when he pushed Jordan. Jordan had the band-aid over his eye 98. That playoff. If he had a one net and they beat the Bulls and they played the Heat Jazz for the chip, I think Reggie's respect and his placement all time would have been way higher. I do. I do. And Kobe and the Lakers in the field would have been a lot higher. So, you know. So, but yeah, that's a great question. Mm-hmm. Great question. Well, whatever questions you got. I did a video today about Cal Mitchell from King and Cal. He in the hospital in LA. I hope he's all right. I don't know how TMZ found out, but I hope he's all right. I gave my thoughts and takes about Shannon Sharp, what he said about LeBron. I peeped that out. I agreed. He wouldn't have been the same without Miami. But he will never say nothing about his time with Cleveland and Dan Gilbert. That racist bigot. Won't say nothing about that dude. So, whatever. And, you know. So, it's a lot to go through. Like I said, there's a lot going on. So, I was very happy about Ron Washington getting another job with the LA Angels, baseball manager. He led Texas to 2 World Series, the runner-up. So I'm glad he getting another job. The Angels need somebody that can win. So, because they've underachieved for all that talent. I don't know what Shahei's gonna do. I don't know if Shahei's gonna come back. I don't know if Mike Trout. What he gonna do? But I know them cats underachieved. That I do know. So I don't even, but I'm glad Ron Washington will get that job for the Angels. Jokic last night, they beat Golden State. That's a bad boy. Looking at him all the time in a different light. That's a bad dude. Jokic's got a chance to move up the charts. And I got asked about him and Giannis, and it's a bad dude. He's a bad dude. Steph's still bad too. The problem with Golden State, I just don't think they got the next piece. But they're gonna be better because Steph is peaking prime. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So, yeah. And I already talked about college football. Ain't no clear-cut favorites, but it's going to be some interesting teams and games still to come. But no one's knocking my socks off in college. The NBA is still early, so I don't really make a big deal, but I know they're pushing this Jason Tatum mess. He ain't no MVP. They keep trying to say this. He's the last because he plays with Boston, I understand the hype. No. But I can't see him winning no MVP. I don't see it. Victor Wamba, yeah, well, that was a tough game against the Knicks. They hit him good. And he's, like I said, he got to put some meat on his bone. But he's got a chance to be good. Definitely. And he ain't no fluke. He got the right coach. So we'll see. You know, we'll see. I like him, but I'm not gonna ride the wagon. I'm not all hyped on him like that. Not yet. We'll see. I saw Joe Smith on Vlad. Mm-hmm. Um, so this whole thing is kind of crazy. I don't know, but Uma Johnson said something interesting. He said your wife shouldn't be on OnlyFans, and especially if you're doing. I mean, I don't know. That's a touchy subject. I don't know. Depends on where you come down on it. So when they still talking about Dwight Howard, and I don't really, again, I'm not gonna dwell on Dwight. He he is what he is. He do what he do. But the NBA been note about what's if you get a chance, you know. He ain't the only referee who be making some suspect calls, you know. Excuse me. So they be doing some suspect stuff in these leagues, as you can tell. Some of the calls are leave a lot to be desired. So I'll say that. I've never been a fan of referees for ages because I do believe they be making some suspect calls. You know, but that's just my thoughts and takes on that. So, but yeah, yo. So yeah, welcome more questions. Anybody got anything else they want to talk about? Because if I don't get hit with all these questions, I gotta give myself another 15 minutes. But if you got some questions, okay, I saw the Bible just came through. They was talking about his thoughts about Chad Johnson and Shannon Sharp. I peeped out that show. Um, they got good chemistry, but they they it's not so much you're gonna talk about. You know, mm, Ocho was a good receiver who talked a lot of them smack. Kind of like when I think about Gilbert Arenas. These cats that they had good tier talent, but the hype that they still talk about, they act like they still out here, but I don't quite get the hype where they still, they still up there and like they got shortchanged or some of what they did. And I'm like, no, you weren't that great. You were good in spurts. You weren't great. So, oh yeah. I know some people don't know as a Buffalo Bills fan what I think. Season is over. They 5-4, they stink. That was a bad loss for Cincinnati. Bad play calling. I saw some people on Facebook with Ken Dorsey with a McDonald's hat and a cap. I said McDonald's wouldn't hire him. I said because he would mess that up. I mean, that's a real job, and he can't get his job right. So no, I don't. I think Stephon Diggs called it before the season started about the Bills. They too offense, so can't do nothing for me. I don't really feel the Bills to show me anything this year. I think the AFC East is actually up for grabs, but the problem is we can't turn the corner. Miami by default, but Miami's soft. They can't beat no team that punch them in the mouth and they get hit. And you just know that Tua might get hurt. So you just don't know Tyreek Hill balling, but I don't trust them. The Jets, if they have a quarterback, but that's almost like saying if I had $1 million, that's, so I might lose his job with the Jets. That's what makes the division so soft and sad for me as a Bills fan, because, if we had it right, Mahomes is still the standard. So, just as far as a Michigan Wolverine fan, when they play Ohio State. And we'll see all these allegations and things be if they're messing with Harbaugh. But I think they'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. If they're meant to be, they should go to a title. This is it for Harbaugh because I'm tired of the fakery of getting deep and then getting clowned. Um, so Michigan's on the jury's out right this year. This is it. Bama's been balling as the season progresses. They got off to a slow start. What do I think about James Harden and the Clippers? It's up to Kawhi and Paul George and what Tyronn Lue can manage that ego. Jerry's gonna be out. It's gonna be interesting. They should all that, but that don't mean that Westbrook. One thing about Kevin Durant, he's hit some milestones. He passed Elijah on the scoring mark. He's gonna keep on moving up. Can't see nobody getting there. I think if the West is his to win, just do. Luka's playing good for Dallas. They're playing a little bit better, but I don't see them as a true contender. I see them being not sold on them. So still early. Anthony Edwards is good in Minnesota, but that's a two-tone team. And two-tone team means that they play two different directions, one ball. I don't trust it. But I do like Anthony Edwards though. He'd be nice. He'd be nice with it. He's not as regular with it, but he give you some Vince Carter like moments for his time. Because he would go up. He get up. He gets up. So we'll see. But they're still soft though. Boston is put up or shut up. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know. So, with the Celtics. It's still early. Basketball's too early. This tournament thing looks like ridiculous. Adam Silver's always think of something. I don't know. It's corny. Only problem is that most of these teams it'll be something fluky that you didn't see. So playing trophy, I don't know what that mess is. I don't know what that mess is. I don't know. What I think about Michael Parsons? He always got something to say every time they lose a big game. Dak actually pretty good against him, but that tight end put his knee down. They should have pulled it out in Philly. Just can't win them games, and that's what's going to hurt them. That's the problem I have with Dallas. That's why I don't trust them. They always give up a lot of points, too. So, the average giving up like 28 points. And and 5. 47. So they got beat. And they just not the same team when they lose. This one game was pretty good against Philly, but I just think that Meathead, their head coach, is going to find a way to lose big games. I don't trust Mike McCarthy, so just don't. Jalen Hurts is the truth. He's the truth. I think the Eagles can be the best team in the NFC. I don't know what Brock Purdy gonna do, but they gotta find a way to get it right. Oh yeah, they were asking about Nick Bosa. Is he a bigot? Yeah, he walks and quacks. I look at him like I look at Kid Rock. Here go, old boy. He bad. I mean, I give him his due as a player, but you know how that go. You know how that go. You know how that go. Next, Derrick Rose. Have you ever kept if Tibbs don't put him in that last second and he worked on his shot and they had another scoring option, he might have had a little more run in his career. But I wasn't quite, I thought he had a moment, but I don't know how good he could have gotten. I just don't know. Don't know. Don't know. And it's sad that now he's playing for Memphis and they suck. So Taylor Jenkins need to be on the hot seat. They suck. I don't understand. I know just to what they got and to be that bad. They should be better. So, but yeah, like I said before, it's early. Oh yeah, I got asked about Carson Wentz coming back to the Rams. Carson Wentz. Man, 2016, that seemed like a lifetime ago. I remember when Joe Biden was trumpeting, were bragging about him. The Rams are desperate right now, and I just don't buy nothing they're putting out. I'm trying to think realistically, how would I even address that? He's not fit to be a starting quarterback. I don't even know at this stage Carson Wentz could back up Baker Mayfield. Just to be honest, I just don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I trust him as a backup. He didn't finish out, but he's supposed to with the Colts. So I just don't. I don't feel him like that. So. But I saw them. Oh yeah, Martavis going to the Cowboys. He been out the league, the Raiders. I don't think that's a problem for Dallas. Just think they just lacking that dude. They missing that dude besides on offense. They missing that dude on offense. That's what they missing. They missing that one that bring them together. So I just don't think they have that offensive dude. But I think it's the head coach too. So not sold on him. Not sold on him. But we'll see how the playoffs shape up. I mean, NFL, So yeah. I saw the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Yeah. I thought that Adam Levine whackness on George Michael was bad. And I'm really tired of those political shows. They really white privilege, and they don't really show me. Really created. Well, if I go before, I have to say Pistol Pete's one of them. He was incredible in college. Oh, he was another level. Go wrong with either one. Both incredible. UCLA had that incredible run. They dominated. John Wooden, it was crazy. Elvin Hayes was incredible in college. Incredible talent. Obviously, you can make Magic and Bird, but I was going to make an honorable mention for Christian Laettner. And I couldn't stand Duke. I hated Duke, as a matter of fact, as a Michigan Wolverine fan. But when he beat Kentucky, he hit that shot, and he was perfect that game. I mean, he had a textbook career in college. He was incredible. So, and to be honest with you, that's the last time college basketball had some real meaning when you looked at certain players. I know people might throw Carmelo on that 1 year in Syracuse or somebody else, but no. The early 90s was the last era before everybody went pro. Because you cannot, with a straight face, when you lose a Kevin Garnett, when you lose a Kobe Bryant for 4 years, Maury Stoudemire, then you get to LeBron, took its toll. So we never did get to college basketball at its full zenith with certain guys who may have made differences. So yeah. So I'm going to stand by that. But those guys come to mind. I know somebody may ask me about Patrick Ewing. He was great. Elijah was great. James Worthy. Um, those guys stood out. Those are the best college basketball players I saw. You know, I saw some great teams. You know, Fab Five. Hated dude that show. Running Rebels, UNLV. Oh, them guys were fun. Jerry Tartain was something else. You go from Ewan to Alonzo to Iverson. Best is the Ewan Warriors, yeah. A lot of different college teams I like. Mm-hmm. But Joakim Noah, Florida. That was special too. You know, I kept getting asked about a Sean Kemp and Hall of Famer, and had a debate. And he had one great finals, and he had some moments as All-Star. But the dunks are what you're known for. But I don't know, you know, when we talk Hall of Fame, see, NBA is different. And again, I think it's going to be hard for him to get to the Hall of Fame because let's go with Blake Griffin. Do you think Blake Griffin? See, it's kind of cut. I think it's going to be hard for Kemp. Like they're making him wait a long time. Just think about it. Then Dirk Nowitzki came and went, he's in. Tony Parker came and went, and he's in. I think it's going to be tough. It's a lot of political reasons and also because enough with the stats and statistics. So he going to have to wait. And the NBA is funny like that. They'll make you wait. But my thing is if you're an all-star, you know, if you're an MVP, you're an MVP. If you're not, you're not was. So, oh yeah, and I got that all over the world, you know. Because if you win and you win, you know, because there have been great players who never won chips. O.J. Simpson didn't win no chip. Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Dan Marino, Barry Sanders. Having a ring and being great put you in a special class. That's what LeBron did. But if he didn't win, he's in that Karl Malone, Charles Barkley. He's in that somewhere between 20 and 30 slot. So it meant everything in terms of big eyes. And so Melo had a place in sports. I know the organizations win championships, and they do. And that's what it was. But it changed in the modern basketball world. Magic and Bird went at it, and then you got the Jordan. Then you got on with, you know, Shaq, Kobe, Duncan, Steph, LeBron. You know, multiple of them why you play for. So, just saying. So, I am not buying this, you know, not at all. So, because I just think that if you understand that you're trying to win, you're going to try to win. And Melo didn't last 15, 30 years without trying to think about it. He knew it. So, he knew about it. So, but anyway. So, anyway, unless somebody gives me another question, I'm pretty much going to call this tonight. I'll probably do another video. They appreciate Ted coming out, asking a couple questions. I know I don't really give up my time when I'm going to be on, but if, you know, I like to kind of do it on the humdrum. So if someone comes through, free, you know, it's like